8 things narcissists hate, how their triggers reveal their toxicity. Narcissists expect preferential treatment and obedience from those around them, but when denied their desires, they react with entitled rage and manipulation. Here are 8 key triggers that provoke narcissists by threatening their excessive needs for power, control, praise, and superiority. 1. Narcissists hate hearing no. Narcissists expect others to cater to their demands without question. So when someone sets a boundary or denies their requests, narcissists feel entitled outrage. For example, if you turn down a narcissist's sexual advances, they may degrade you as frigid or try to coerce you rather than respect your consent. If you can't accommodate last-minute plans, they portray you as unreliable for having other priorities besides them. When you don't cave into their guilt trips, they accuse you of being heartless and punish you with the silent treatment. Narcissists resent being told no in any domain because it represents a threat to their sense of absolute authority over others. They'll often retaliate against your no with emotional abuse designed to break down your boundaries. Standing firm against their manipulations is crucial, even though it provokes their narcissistic rage. Know that no is often the healthiest answer for protecting your needs and values. 2. Narcissists detest when others set boundaries. Narcissists see themselves as superior and entitled to take whatever they want from others, so they resent any restrictions people place on them. For example, if you ask them to stop hurtful behavior, they'll intentionally escalate it to prove they control you. If you need more personal space, they demand more intimate access rather than respecting your limits. If you set financial boundaries, they splurge recklessly just to show they don't accept your rules. To a narcissist, boundaries feel like an insult or attack on their inflated sense of power over you. They'll often retaliate by intentionally violating your boundaries to put you in your place. But maintaining strong boundaries despite their backlash is essential for protecting yourself from exploitation. Their resistance reveals the unhealthy power dynamics at play. 3. Narcissists are threatened by others' success. Narcissists need to be the most accomplished and superior person in any setting. So when others receive praise or outperform them, narcissists feel deeply envious and resentful rather than happy. For instance, if you excel in your career, they try to belittle your work rather than celebrate your accomplishments. If your child excels in academics or sports, they undermine the child's talents rather than encourage them. If a friend buys a nice car or home, they criticize their choice of neighborhood or model out of jealousy. Your successes highlight the narcissist's own inadequacies, provoking their envy. Know that the more you achieve, the more contempt and sabotage you may endure from narcissists trying to ease their feelings of deficiency. Don't let their projections stop you from pursuing fulfillment. Their petty competitiveness reveals the fragility of their ego, not your worth. 4. Narcissists despise being wrong or corrected. Narcissists maintain an inflated but false image of themselves as infallible and superior. Challenging this facade profoundly enrages them. For example, if you point out their errors, they adamantly insist you're the one who's wrong despite clear evidence. If you question their reckless decisions, they explode in a rage rather than reflect on your feedback. If you fact-check their exaggerations and lies, they aggressively defend their delusions to the end. Admitting imperfections would shatter the narcissist's fragile self-concept. They'd rather manipulate you into questioning your own reality than modify their fantasyland perspective. Don't buy into their gaslighting tactics. 5. Narcissists feel threatened. When exposed, narcissists carefully craft an outward veneer of success and virtue to mask their inner deficiencies. So exposing their lies, misdeeds, or failures profoundly enrages them. For instance, if you catch them cheating, they portray you as crazy and paranoid rather than take responsibility. If you share how they harmed you, They launch a smear campaign painting themselves as the victim. If you collect evidence disproving their denials, they accuse you of fabricating lies against them. Rather than admit wrongdoing when caught, they attack the messenger and retaliate against anyone who dared expose their misconduct. Never buy into their diversion tactics. The truth matters, despite triggering their vindictive defenses. 6. Narcissists despise losing their narcissistic supply. Narcissistic supply refers to the praise, deference, validation, and attention narcissists demand from others to boost their ego and fill their inner void. It's their drug of choice. For instance, if you cease giving them admiring glances, they flirt with others more aggressively to provoke your attention. If you decline or limit phone contact, they bombard you with texts to force a response. If you share less personal information, they interrogate you and make snide remarks to bait reactions again. When sources of narcissistic supply deprive the narcissist of their fix, narcissists feel intense rage, rejection, and thirst to hoover them back under their influence. Rather than respect others' needs, they resort to uglier and more desperate tactics to retain their supply source and sense of power. Know that no contact often enrages them further because it drains their resources, but removing their access is required to escape their web. 7. Narcissists hate seeing others happy. The core trait of narcissists is pervasive envy and competitiveness. They can't stand when others feel joy or success that they didn't directly cause or control. For example, if you share good news about a promotion, they pointedly ask if you'll still have time for them rather than celebrate your achievement. If you return relaxed from a vacation, they make snide remarks to downplay the significance of your trip. If you hum cheerfully around them, they criticize your singing skills or make grim predictions about the future. Rather than feel happy for you, narcissists often resent signs that you have too much independence or fulfillment apart from them. It reflects their waning power over you. Know that the more freedom and unconditional love you accept from others, the more disdain you will likely receive from the competitive, envious narcissist trying to quash your spirit. 8. Narcissists despise being ignored or rejected. To narcissists, any attention, even negative attention, is better than zero attention. Being ignored represents a profound threat to their bloated yet fragile ego. For instance, if you don't respond to their calls, they stalk you on social media for signs of activity. If you act indifferent in their presence, they provoke you with cruelty to force a response. If you leave without explanation, they bombard you with hoovering pleas mixed with accusations to regain engagement. Rather than respect your boundaries, narcissists will do anything to pull you back into their drama triangle and force you to pay attention again, even if it means inflicting further abuse. Narcissists also despise outright rejection, which challenges their grandiose self-image of perfection. For example, if you break up with them, they emotionally blackmail you against abandoning them because they're too outstanding to be dumped. If you cite their toxic patterns, they promise perfect behavior in the future if you just give them another chance. If you move on happily, they stalk you and slander you as a pathetic loser for not recognizing their worth. Understanding narcissists' aversion to rejection allows you to prepare for their likely hysterics, threats, and pleas when implementing no contact. While their hatred of being ignored may intensify manipulation attempts, severed contact is often the only path to freedom. In summary, recognizing narcissist triggers allows you to spot their manipulative behaviors while limiting the power you give them over you. By understanding their emotional vulnerabilities, you can strategically set boundaries against toxicity while detaching from their drama. While narcissists despise anything that confronts their grandiose entitlement and fragile ego, you deserve a life free of narcissistic rage, undermining, and abuse. You have the right to say no, share your gifts, feel happy, set boundaries, and withdraw attention from those trying to diminish your light. Prioritize your needs, not their petulant reactions. Freedom from narcissistic games awaits. By progressing towards what fulfills your spirit, you leave less room for narcissists' grasping needs and outbursts to encroach upon your peace. You deserve nothing less. If you've watched this video all the way through, it likely means narcissism has impacted your life in some way. I encourage you to join this channel to continue learning about narcissistic behaviors and recovery strategies. Press the like button if you related to any of the narcissist's triggers described. Please leave any questions you have in the comments, and I will aim to address them in a future video. Know that you are not alone in dealing with narcissistic abuse or manipulation. This channel offers a supportive community where we can share our experiences and find empowerment. I am committed to helping you detach from narcissists' drama and toxicity so you can reclaim your freedom and joy. You deserve to live wholeheartedly without constantly managing someone else's fragility or rage. Together, we can heal and help each other thrive.